back.
Weird. It shows that I'm live, but the stream isn't playing.
It's
there we go. Okay,
working on my end now.
Okay, yeah, it's working now. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird. It just apparently needed to be restarted.
We're back!
Sorry about that, guys. If you missed out, we didn't do anything. We made sure we were checking on the stream. So for some reason, we just had a blip, and it should be fine now. Okay.
The fight is over. We won. Thanks for joining.
They win. The game's done. They're all level 20. They beat the final boss. World saved. All's good. You guys can go home now.
We rode off into the sunset.
Right. Love and happiness prevails. This is a Disney story.
That's what's up.
Don't remember where we were.
I just ended my turn.
Okay.
I think it's my turn now.
Yeah, got you.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my trusty shield.
Okay.
So my AC is now 20.
Okay.
I'm going to swing at the guy that I was initially attacking with the Sword of Ten Realms.
Okay.
Ooh, fuck yeah. I can math. 32 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. It's gonna be 10 slashing. And only 4 radiant damage.
That is enough.
Okay. And then... Let's see. I'm trying to... I don't think I can attack again with my bonus action with that same weapon.
Just
correct?
curious, got you. What was the question?
I have 2 weapon fighting, but I only have the one out, so I assume I can't attack.
No,
with that.
not with your shield out.
Okay, so I will then just use my bonus action to have either of the 2 still surrounding me taken damage?
No.
Okay. I guess I will do the one that's in front of me on the board,
Okay.
up top instead of to the right. I will force him to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That
with,
is 21.
Aurora. 21. Okay, that succeeds, but still takes half 1d6 lightning damage. Never mind, that's a 1.
Okay. What's your passive perception, Gaju?
It's only a 13.
Okay, cool. Anything else on your turn?
I don't like that.
I just...
Nope.
I'm gonna pull the sword closer to myself and I'm gonna start backing towards Apollo. I will risk getting hit for that. I'm gonna go here. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, so you're giving the attack opportunity on you?
Yeah.
Okay, so rapier from 1. Well, that's a miss with only a 5. Rapier from the other, that's a miss with only a 7. You're good.
Amazing.
Soma's turn. Soma is gonna move here and he's gonna try to plead to Aegis. Brother, stop fighting this pointless battle. You can put your blade down and we can talk. Aegis does not respond, with kind of like pointless rage in his eyes, and Soma looks conflicted of what he should do. So Soma's gonna hold back on his turn. We're gonna go Dira.
Nobody ever said I was smart, but... And I'm going to cast Command.
Okay.
On Aegis. Drop!
Okay. Remind me,
Wisdom save?
Is Command technically a charm or not?
I don't believe so. Wisdom save or fault must succeed on a wisdom save. Does not mention its charm effect.
Okay, got it. All right, so wisdom saving throws.
So wisdom save.
So natural 20.
Like I said, nobody said I was smart. I am gonna risk the opportunity attack and take a step back.
Okay.
And not go far.
He will attack you with his great sword. So that is a 19 to hit.
Misses.
Okay.
Swish.
You're able to push back and the sword itself grazes against your shield, but does not hit you. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's as far as I want to move.
Aegis's turn. In his blindness rage, he's going to be looking at, get some composure for a second, look back at his brother. If you cared for me at all, you'd allow me to get this done. You don't need them. Family, or this lot. They ain't worth anything. And then he's going to immediately see if he understands Soma. So he's going to make an insight check on Soma. That's pretty good. That is going to be an 11. And he's going to really look at Soma as Soma kind of keeps looking towards Zephynia, and he's going to really put his blade towards Zephynia. And he's going to attack Zephynia. That is 17 to hit.
No.
Okay, extra attack. That's not any better. It's a 13 to hit. And last attack. 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. That does.
Now you know how we feel. Does this hit? No. Oh, does this? How about this one?
You were gonna take 23 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And he is going to do Zealous Presence as his bonus action, and he's going to immediately roar out in the battle cry. All of his allies are going to get advantage at the start of his next turn.
Well, I'm glad we wiped a lot of them out.
And we are going to go to... Let's see, Necromancers are dead. So, Zephynia.
I'm gonna turn to Aegis and tell him family means nothing.
Player advantage and DM disadvantage.
Yee! Family means
I've been
nothing.
saving that for
Those
so
who
long.
choose.
Let's go!
Fucking go, bitch.
Yes, and then I'm gonna hit him with my great axe because I don't have a sword. 23.
That is a hit.
Woohoo! So 16 damage.
Okay,
And
since
I'm
he is raging,
gonna-
he's going to take half of that.
Hit him again. Uh, 22.
22 is a hit.
For 13 damage, and I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay, so he's going to take 6.
For a 28, and it's critical
Ooh.
because I get a 19. Anything 19 or 20 is a crit now. And that's gonna be total of 10 damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to bonus action where to go? Second wind, and
Okay.
get a 1d10 plus 14 back. And that'll be it.
Okay. The remainder of the assassins to the left. This one. Let's see. Oh, we got Apollo
He's
coming in.
here. The cavalry has arrived.
The cavalry is here!
Alright, hang on a second, guys, so we can reposition cams. Hang on a second. Sure.
Oh no, we can't hear you. Okay.
Can't hear me or can't hear Apollo?
Ben's figuring something out.
Don't give me a heart attack like that. It's like, what'd I do?
It's all Joe's fault.
Good?
That's usually it.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Oh my god, Ben's playing as me now. Oh, never mind. Oh, short-lived.
Oh, hold on. I don't know what's going on.
Holding.
No, you're fine. It's just video.
Do you want us to give you a quick rundown while he changes screens, or are you doing something?
Screens
I
are
can look
changed. Alright, so we'll put, who was that? We're at the assessor. We'll let Apollo go before them. So the battle commenced. You're able to figure out that Aegis is immune to both necrotic and radiant damage. A lot of the assassins are dead. Necromancers are dead. They're able to figure out that the assassins have a vulnerability to radiant damage. And right now, Aegis is currently attacking Zephynia to try to goad out Soma.
Got it.
To imply this one at the top that's on the steps is actually dead. It was just the one that was left there as just a point that was the one that was where the blade was at the time. But the blade's no longer there. It's with Gaju. So I can actually
Got it. So there's two left to the northwest, and then Aegis.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to take the stop one away because there's no reason for it to be there. So yeah, there's just two regular assassins, and there's Aegis, which is here in the middle between Dahlia and Zephynia. I'll let you go, so you'll go after Zephynia and before the assassins.
Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
And the only reason why the aura effect around Dahlia is there is for her guardians, I believe.
Guardians.
Yep.
Got it. All right. How are the two assassins to the northwest looking?
They are pretty hurt. They look pretty hurt.
Okay. I mean, let's come out guns a-blazing here. I'm going to go ahead and cast Cone of Cold at them. 60-foot
I am
cone.
disappointed.
They got to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution
You gave it
saving.
to me.
That's like the opposite of what I want. Come on, fire, man, fire! Alright, so disadvantage.
Full Todoroki on you. It's not my fire, it's your fire, Dad.
I love Cone of Cold.
What kind of saving throw?
Constitution, they have to beat an 18.
Okay, with disadvantage, one got an 11, so it failed. The other one got a 1.
Perfect. Okay, they take 8d8 cold damage. Get my stuff out real quick here.
Oh my god.
The beautiful. I was ready. I was pretty much ready, and yeah.
I was
all
like,
right,
I got this.
Our Lord and Savior has arrived.
To murder everyone.
He's just a walking bazooka, let's be honest.
Glass cannon life, baby.
33 points of cold damage to both.
Yeah, they're both dead.
And actually, they're not just dead. I believe creatures killed by the spell become frozen statues until thawed.
Gotcha, so I'm just going to put a dead symbol on them then.
Yeah, they're straight up icicles.
Got it. So in position of like trying to dodge or like in mid try to movement, so they're kind of like in like side angled frozen statues.
Sure, let it go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and spend 2 sorcery points to make that quickened, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just because I can, let's go ahead and hit Aegis with. The dice probably not gonna move. All those other things. Let's go with. Let's go ahead and hit him with a frost bite. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Of an 18.
That is 1 short, so a 17.
Perfect. So he takes 3d6 cold damage.
Okay.
He's gonna take 7 points of. Oh, I'm sorry. Crap. 10 points of cold damage.
Got it.
And he has disadvantage on his next weapon attack roll if it is made before the end of its next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And that's my turn.
Fair enough. So the assassins are frozen solid. We go to Dahlia.
Well, now that they are out of the picture, I will drop Spirit Guardians so I can cast Banishment on Aegis.
Okay.
He has to make a Charisma saving throw.
Okay, still at disadvantage due to the coin paid. So, charisma saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 2.
He gets banished.
Okay.
Get out of here, fucker. Just for shits and gigs, because it's me. Can I send him to the Shadowfell?
Are you allowed to choose?
Am I allowed to
It sends him to a harmless pocket dimension
Right.
if he's native to the
He
dimension.
can go to a
that he's
nice
in.
part of the Shadowfell. Okay, fine. He
I don't-
goes somewhere.
I
He
don't
goes
think
away.
I don't think you necessarily get to choose. It just sends them to somewhere, to a harmless, so it disappears.
Yeah, unless he's
Alright.
not native to this plane, and then it sends him home.
He's native to this one.
Damn it. Alright, well, here's to hoping. Okay, he's gone for at least a minute.
So concentration up to 1 minute. I just gotta make sure that he can't
Whoa.
come back. Target remains there until the spell ends, at which point the target reappears in space left. Okay, cool. Alright, so he has disappeared with only 2 frozen statues in his place.
I imagine he just poofs and these tiny, like, mice just drop to
drop.
the ground.
Yes! Oh, shit, they hadn't even done anything yet. Okay, yeah, he disappears, and I'm gonna like, what happened?
Just banished him, temporary spell, so maybe we can battle strategy or
Okay.
figure out what the fuck is going on and how to beat his ass. when
You
he gets
did
back.
that, that's fine. Okay. And I am going to take that opportunity
We're
to
gonna
give
pause real quick. I just want to make sure because we're gonna use this 60 seconds correctly. So you guys can either choose to take turns and we process that way, or you guys are just gonna go and I'll just like give you guys a couple minutes before he reappears.
Does anyone have
I'm
anything
just
like
my
spell?
gonna bloody heal myself, that's all.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go for a couple minutes. You guys get what you need done before he reappears.
Did he take the full psychic damage before?
You have no reason to believe that he did not take any less of what you dealt to him.
I'm
We're
gonna
just
mass.
ready to hit him with all we got when he comes back, right? He come back to the same place?
Yes.
Alright.
14
We
healing
got.
for everybody.
Oh, good.
Can I do a,
Thank you.
I don't know, perception check on the room? See if there's anything else we're missing?
Sure. Yeah, give me a perception check.
Oh, please don't fail me. Oh, thank God. 21.
21. You don't know if there's necessarily anything you're missing, it does definitely seem like the room itself is kind of like almost like with the sword so close and having a wielder that can actually properly control it be so close. It's almost like the room is sort of waking up, not like an actual entity, but almost like it's kind of like calling to the blade to kind of like, do what it was essentially intended to do for this purpose. As like some of the hieroglyphs of the wall actually start to glow, and they keep kind of like doing like a glowing effect that kind of keeps coming like an arrow towards the actual keyhole, as if it's like kind of begging on you to actually activate the actual process of the key. Outside of that, as far as the room itself, there's nothing else that really stands out to you. The room is pretty simple. I mean, it's flat walls, nothing really hanging. The only things that really kind of jumped out at you guys, but you guys were prepared for it, were the shadows. But there's no way to really kind of like anticipate shadow people. But other than that, there's really nothing else that really stands out.
Do you think we have enough time to get in the room, grab whatever's in there, and leave before he appears again?
We can try.
Unless you're track stars, probably not.
Oh no, for a fact, I won't be able to, so...
Before the mint goes up, I want to cast Bonfire right where he was standing. Create Bonfire.
I also
dubs.
probably lose my rage at this point.
I can keep flicking
Okay,
you.
so technically, not to kill it for you, he will not appear there because he must go into an unoccupied space to where he started. So the bonfire would technically occupy the space. So if you did that, he would move 5 feet away from it.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
It's a fun idea, but
Can you blast a hole in the floor?
the spell's parameters basically implies that he should be able to reappear safely. But yeah. Now, by all intents and purposes, you guys can just like hold like a pistol with like spells ready and just like anytime. There he is! Everybody fire at once!
Oh, as soon as he reappears, I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip.
Okay.
I have that ready to action.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
so...
I mean, if we're all holding actions, we can like all attack him at once.
Okay. Let's see. So he has a minute to himself.
Oh lord, he gets to think.
Well, he gets his own minute. I mean, like he can heal too.
Yep.
His rage would definitely end.
Let's see.
So are you guys gonna wait for him, or are you guys gonna go into the temple itself?
I don't think we're gonna.
Unless I'm told otherwise, I'm standing right there waiting for him to.
I would prefer to wait.
Got it.
Water would if I dumped it on the space, it would still be an unoccupied space where he could appear out of nowhere, right?
Yeah, because all you're doing is making it rough terrain.
I'm gonna look at the spellcasters and just ask, you got anything that can freeze this when he comes back?
Are you trying to make the
know.
floor just slippery? Is that the idea? Or...
No, when he comes back,
him to it.
freeze his feet
Freeze
to
his
the
feet
floor.
to the floor.
Oh,
Or-
gotcha.
Okay, Jellycox can use Mold Earth? Possibly?
I can't use it as like a weapon, and I can only move 5 feet at a time.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking through my spells, so bear with me.
I'll turn to Soma and be like, what can we do? He clearly has immunities to things. You know him better than anyone.
I'm not gonna help you kill my brother. If you want my help to slow him down, I can definitely do that. But I can definitely tell you, simply just freezing him isn't gonna do the trick.
Okay, well, what can subdue him?
As much as any other person, just enough damage will eventually slow him down.
Okay, well,
Oh,
what
that's
type of
funny.
damage?
Well, let's put it like this. Last time I saw him, he was not immune to radiant and necrotic damage, so that's something new to me.
He don't know. Is a short answer.
I mean,
As if
look at
anyone's
him.
gonna
He's
walk up.
definitely different.
Zephinia's gonna walk up to Soma and put a hand on his shoulder and just say, "You don't have to kill him, and I'm sorry. I know this is hard for you. Can you just keep us all up? You healed me, and I thank you. Can you help with that?"
I'll do what I can. I'm not a big healer. I can do it once in a while like I did for you, but I can at least do what I can to make sure that I can let you all survive his wave of attacks as much as possible.
Thank you.
While that conversation is happening, I am going to cast Aid on, let's see, it's 3 creatures within range. Sorry, but one of them's going to be me because he keeps wanting to hit me. Zephinia and, I think because we're the ones right around him, me, Zephinia, and Dahlia. So that's in hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5.
Oh, also, by the way, Dahlia, your spirit guardians would go away at this point, right? Because you would have to concentrate on
because, yes. Yep.
Yeah, she dropped it.
Yeah, okay, just making sure. Alright. One last chance for anybody that wants to prep anything out before he appears. To imply, I'm going to need to know all the hold reactions before it happens. So he is going to appear directly right in the middle here. He's going to reappear directly 5 feet within Dira, Zephinia, and Dahlia. So everything's going to happen at once. So start off with Dahlia. What are you going to do?
Look to the boys and ask them if they want to take my spot, even though Dira just cast Aid.
You guys can move around and switch your spots if you want to.
I don't think all 5 of us can surround him, but
Sure we can.
Oh yeah, you can.
There's not.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Yeah,
8
you guys
spots.
all can. Yep. Yeah, you can be even diagonally from him and still technically be able to hit him.
Has he cast any spells at all?
No.
He doesn't seem to do that.
No. From
Just
what you
double
guys were actually told in the last session too, is he is not a spell caster. He is like he was classified as the opposite of Geneva. He's more of a physical tank than an actual mage in general.
I wasn't sure if he had changed because it seems like someone doesn't necessarily know him yet, so I was just making sure.
Gotcha.
We could find out differently, but for the moment, we haven't seen him cast anything.
The only thing that you guys have noticed in the battle so far is due to his plague affliction, he's able to actually affect his weapons that he's holding in his hands with the plague itself to inflict additional necrotic damage.
I will close in the gap.
Okay.
I would like to prepare a spell.
Okay. What spell would that be?
5th level Dissonant Whispers.
Okay, got it. So back to Dahlia. If you're gonna stay there, what are you gonna do then?
I'm just, because I'm now realizing that every fucking spell I have is not gonna work with him, so I will just ready Psychic Blades.
Okay. Zephinia, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna ready up?
I'm gonna have the Great Axe ready.
Okay. Great Axe ready to attack. Dira,
Ready with my greatsword.
ready with the great sword, and Apollo, what are you gonna prep?
I am prepping Ryotham's Psychic Lance
Okay. So
at the 4th level.
okay. Unless specifically you guys want this to go in a certain order of who gets the attack opportunity first, it's all gonna happen at the same time, so I'm just gonna go the same row. Go in exactly what it looks like in the layout. So we'll go Dahlia first, Gaju, Zephinia, Dira, then Apollo, because that's just what it looks like on the layout for me. So, after the minute is passed and you all are ready with everything in hand, he does, of course, reappear. So, Dahlia.
I just love that we're all just gonna start stabbing the shit out of this guy at once.
Yes, go for it.
Okay. 22 to hit.
22 is a hit.
Alrighty. That will be 15 damage. Do I get second attack?
Not for like in this
Offhand.
case. Yeah.
Okay, no offhand?
Well, you're doing Psychic Blades.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll let you do offhand for Psychic Blades, yeah.
Okay. That's a 19 to hit.
Miss.
Okay.
Have you used your advantage yet?
No, I have not, and I totally forgot. Okay, yeah, wait, I'll do that. Hold up. Hold up. Well, that was short-lived. Let me triple check something here real quick. The attack. No, never mind. That doesn't work for this. Okay, that is all I got.
Okay, then we go to Gaju.
I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Got it. Should still be at technically disadvantage. So that is 18.
That succeeds.
Okay.
Let me... He's gonna take half 7d6.
Okay.
Uh, 20 damage, so 10.
Okay. Okay, and then we go to Zephynia. You're held.
Okay, so he is. I'm gonna hit him for critical.
Nice.
19. For a total of 23 damage.
23. Okay. And I'm sorry, Dira.
All right, first attack with advantage. For all the gut it gives me, 14 to hit. That's not going to hit.
No.
Second attack. Natural 20 for a 31.
Yep.
So that's going to be crit damage. 17.
Okay.
And then 1 radiant, which doesn't do anything.
Nope. Okay.
And let's see if I want to do anything with my bonus.
Well, you were just holding your you were just holding.
Oh, that's
your
right. We're
ready
just
for the
holding
sword.
an attack. Okay. Yep. That's it then.
Apollo.
He needs to make a intelligence saving throw. 18.
Intelligence. Ooh, he is not great, but not terrible. No, that's a 14.
Okay. He is going to take 25 points of psychic damage and is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Okay, he is incapacitated.
Can I stab him again?
I mean, he can't fight you. If you want to murder him directly in front of Soma, that is up to you.
I'm
cannot
the wrong
defend
person. It should make you feel bad about that in this group, unfortunately. How beat up is he?
You could give me an insight check to try to see if you can determine his current, percentage of what you would assume.
He is incapacitated, like, in a frozen state, or looks like he's passed out. Does it specify?
Pass it, because I think actually, yeah, we did this wrong. Because incapacitated.
It's a status.
Yeah, incapacitated is actually a status effect. Now I think about it. So.
Yeah, incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions.
Okay, so he is not actually down. He just can't take action or reactions. Got it. All
Correct.
Right, so he's not actually down.
So we're probably back in. Technically, probably back in initiative.
How long does this effect last?
It lasts until the start of my next turn.
Got it. Okay, so he is not down. So he just can't take actions or reactions, but he can technically take bonus actions. So we just go back into initiative then. you guys will just have essentially advantage on him because he can't really do anything about it. But he can at least move. So we'll start off to the top of the round with Dira.
Okay, then I will do that insight, or get an idea of what how does he look? How bad does he look? Do you need an insight for that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not going to do me a lot of good, but that's a 4. I have no idea.
Yeah, no, you can't really tell as far as his physical, like any kind of damage. It looks like, at least at the bare minimum, which you can tell right off the bat, is that every time he takes any kind of physical damage, it seems like his plague starts spreading more on his body. But determining heads or tails of how much damage he's taken, you have no idea.
Well, I mean, if it looked like he was teetering, I would pommel strike him and try and knock him out, but I don't think we're there, so it's just going to be a normal attack.
Okay.
Did you say we're advantage?
Advantage, yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. 26. Well, I'll see if,
you're good.
See if it ends up being a crit. But yep. So yeah, 26, and that's going to be. So it's 13.
Okay.
And then second attack. 28.
Yep.
And that's going to be for another 10.
Okay.
And I'm just going to stay right here.
Okay. You just can't do an action or a reaction. I think he's got only one kind of bonus action available. So he is going to... I'll just have him burn a second wind. And he's going to end his turn... Well, no. I mean, yeah, no, he's going to end his turn there. So we'll go to... While I roll that, we'll go to Zephynia.
So I have manacles in my inventory that I'm just gonna, since he can't go anywhere, try and slap on his wrists.
Well, so he can move. He just can't do a reaction or an action.
I'm still gonna try.
Okay.
What do I need to roll for that?
If you're just trying to actually secure him with the manacles, just give me a... It's just gonna... I'd probably say strength versus strength... I'd probably say it's gonna be strength versus strength saving throw.
Okay.
But technically... Yeah, no, because that's not a reaction, so yeah.
21?
23.
Damn. Okay. I can't use all 3 of my actions to try it 3 times, can I?
No, that would only be if you were attacking.
Okay. So then that is the end of my turn.
No bonus action you want to use?
I don't know if I have anything I can use for a bonus action. Because I can't really swing the great axe.
No.
Nope, that would be an action. No bonus action.
Okay, then we go to Apollo.
Okay. I am actually going to use Chaos Bolt at a 3rd level.
Okay.
I rolled. It is going to come out as cold damage.
Okay.
So do I have advantage on him on my spell attack or no?
I'll say yes.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so that is a 29 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, for 19 cold damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and just burn 2 more sorcery points to quicken. And I'm gonna use since cold seems to be my friend tonight. I'm gonna try to hit him with frostbite, so Constitution saving throw 18.
Fuck is it? 30.
So yeah, he succeeds, so nothing. Never mind.
No half damage?
Nope, it's a cantrip.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So, and that is my turn.
So, is he still incapacitated?
At this point, not anymore.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Then we go to Dahlia.
Yeah, we're gonna stab him again.
Okay.
La la la. Okay.
Stabby stab stab.
You know, as we do. Okay, why am I trusting D&D Beyond with this? Whatever, that place, that thing. We're going to...
You have chosen poorly.
I've used my player advantage already, right? Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Offense attack. Fuck you, dice. Cool. I miss. I really wanted to stab him. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you're a rogue. You have advantage because you're flanking.
Do I?
Yeah.
Wait, that changes things.
Rogues be Rogan.
Rogues be Rogan.
Does a 22 hit?
That hits, and you do get sneak attack because you have advantage.
Sick. I love this journey for me. Roll that shit. Thank you for rolling the absolute bare minimum of literally everything. 7 points of damage.
Oh, bummer. Okay.
It's fine, I'm fine. I'm not out for blood or anything.
Okay. Alright.
Hey, he exploited my fiance's trauma. He deserves to die.
Okay. Anything else? Okay. Got you.
I'm gonna cast 4th level Dissonant Whispers on him. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. Oh, that's only a 15. I'm assuming that's a fail.
No, that just barely succeeds.
Okay.
So he's gonna take half 66 damage.
Okay.
Oh, one second.
Okay, these are better rolls.
Oh, wait.
What?
Huh?
What?
I'm sorry, I'm checking one real quick here. I'm gonna burn 2 sorcery points, because you said he just passed? I'm gonna burn 2 sorcery points to use Ben Luck. So it's gonna subtract 2 from his roll.
Okay, so then it's a success, or it's a failure, so it's full damage.
Okay. Sorry.
We love teamwork.
26 damage.
26, and what kind of damage is this?
Psychic.
Got it.
He also, if he has a reaction, must move as far away from me as possible.
If he has a reaction?
Yes. On a failed save, it takes 66 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Got it. Okay, so he moves...
With attacks of opportunity?
Yep, technically yes. So he moves 60 feet away, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So he's going to move all the way back there, which gives...
Jesus.
Which gives the other 3, so Dahlia, Dira, and Zephynia, a free attack opportunity.
You're welcome.
In that order?
Yeah,
Thanks,
we'll
Ben.
just go through that order. Yeah.
Was I first?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
After each other.
Yes.
Alrighty, that's another 22 to hit.
That's it.
Okay. 15.
Okay, 15 is a... That's a 15 to hit? Is that what you're implying?
15 damage.
It's 15 damage. Sorry, I'm not in it today. 15 points damage. Okay.
It's a lot of math today.
That's just a lot of things going on.
So much math.
Okay. And Dira, your attack opportunity?
All right. That's going to be 18 to hit.
Miss.
Miss.
And Zephynia.
That is gonna. Oh, that's a miss. It's 11.
Pushes him back. Oh, he runs back in that direction. So, Gaji, did you have anything else on your turn?
Right. If I don't have an attack of opportunity, then currently no.
Okay. Yeah, no, because you're the one that pushed him away, so just affect the others.
Yeah.
But it was a baller move.
Unfortunately, all of my stuff is not ranged.
Okay, fair enough. Soma is... Let's see if he'll do anything. I'll have Soma do life transference, and he's going to... Does anybody have any damage taken? Or lost?
I have some, yeah.
I'm good for
I'm
now.
doing a lot better, but yes.
Okay, so he's going to do life transference on himself, and he's going to give it to Deer if Deer is the one that took the damage. So... he's going to take 18 points and heal you for 18.
Okay.
And that's going to be his turn, because he doesn't want to do anything in this case. So we're going to go top to the round to Dira.
Alrighty. I am going to... Well, first I'm going to move up some on him. So at least 530. Actually, no. Before I'm going to shoot first and then move. I'm going to just for flavor's sake. I'm actually going to attempt to put a crossbow bolt through his shoulder and pin him to the wall.
Okay.
But first, let's see if I can hit him.
Yeah.
First shot. That's not going to happen. That's an 11.
Okay.
Second shot. 20 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. Then I'm going to move up to 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Do I have a bonus I can take? I don't think so. I already cast the thing that is my bonus action. Oh, no, wait. I do. Hang on. What is my... Oh, bonus actions where? No. Nope, that's my turn.
Okay. His turn. He is going to... He's going to bonus action Rage, as you're going to start seeing his plague start to affect him more now. And he's going to pull out his great sword, and he is just going to... He's just going to charge through. So he's going to immediately go for Dira as being the first obstacle. 19 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, extra attack. That's only 17 to hit. Third attack. That's cocked. 23 to hit.
That hits.
For 19 points of piercing damage.
Piercing? Okay.
Yep. And that is his last thing he can do. So we're going to go to Zephynia.
I'm gonna move full movement speed right up here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a bonus action to throw the mice in his face again because I had picked them up.
Okay.
And just tell them, try and blind them. And then I will hit him with the great axe.
Okay.
So first swing does not hit. No, I'm just gonna roll second and third. Nothing hits. I'm gonna use my last lucky point to Oh, do I not have lucky points? Oh, I do. To reroll one of those.
Okie dokie.
Okay, 26.
26 is a hit.
That is 9 damage, and then I'll end it there.
Okay, since he's raging, he's only going to take 4. Okay. Apollo.
Alright, let's go ahead and... We're gonna go ahead and just, There's a lot of people near him right now, and I don't have a lot of room for wiggle. So we're gonna go ahead and just try to hit him with a firebolt.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. 4. $22 points of fire damage.
Okay. After taking a certain amount of damage, he's going to take a legendary reaction, as you're going to start seeing his plague start to actually start growing off of him. As he's immediately going to start having like a migraine, he's going to immediately just yell out in the biggest rage roar, as he immediately just goes out and just, enough! As he just immediately yells out as the whole room turns black, as the whole floor turns into black plague all across the floor, and he starts turning into a monstrous version of himself. The whole area is considered rough terrain.
Bullshit.
And now he is...
Reminder that Gaju can ignore the rough terrain.
True. And he is actually considered
Spent that 4th level slot for something.
His token size does not increase, but he's considered a large creature now. It's not a medium-sized creature for anybody who needs to know that for any reason. But that is just a legendary action. Apollo, continue.
Don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything else right now. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be my turn for now.
Okay. Dahlia.
I'll move to the other side of Hades here.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 things I want to do. Alright, dice. What do you want to do? Sick. Alright. I will turn into my devil form, because he got big, so I'm gonna get big too! Let's fucking go! You want to throw around legendary reactions? Let's fucking go, bro.
That's my fiance.
Let's go! I gotta consult my new notes. Alright.
Was it able to work for you, by the way? The update that I gave you? Okay, cool.
Let me triple check something here. I'm learning how to rogue again. It's been a time. I just want to make sure I can do this so I can do it. Cool, yeah. So I will dash up to him and I'll hit him with my psychic daggers, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, that's a... What's math? That is a 19
Miss.
for first attack. Okay. That is a natural 20 for my second attack.
Nice.
So let's roll damage for that. Okay. That's doubled for crit, right? So that would be...
It would be twice the amount of dice.
Twice the amount which dice?
So you roll dice twice.
Wait. Okay. Thanks, sneak attack. That would be 23 points of damage.
By the way, you would also get double sneak attack if you didn't compute that in there.
I did put that in.
Okay.
Sneak attack just sucked. But that's okay, because we have a bonus attack, or offhand attack. 23 to hit.
23 is a miss.
23 is a miss?
Yes.
You're seeing in real time the light leaving my eyes. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I really thought I was doing something here. Well, fuck. Alright, let me double check that there's not anything extra I can do. Okay, yeah, that's it. So I'm squaring up.
Did you? Got you. Can't talk tonight.
I'm gonna look at my hand and begin this process of summoning a Losness Phoenix.
Oh, shit. Okay. Alright. So are you just gonna start doing it just solo?
I, through psychic whispers, will tell the others, let's Phoenix it up.
From Voltron.
And then
Sailor Scouts, let's go.
I'm just gonna move a little bit closer.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Cool. Alright. Soma's just going to move in closer, seeing now the threat that is coming in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And he is just going to have his sword ready just in case. But he's not going to do anything with it. So he's going to hold an action. Dira.
I'm going to take Gachu and do the same. Do my piece of summoning the Phoenix.
Okay. Alright.
And then...
It's been so long. I think what is it? Is it Dira, Dahlia, Gaju, and Symphony? I think it's all four of you, right? If you want to do it fully?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. God, it's been so long. Okay. Anything else other than connecting with the I can't say that term, but yeah, the Phoenix essentially.
Don't think so.
It's been literally 10 years.
Right?
Oh my god, it has.
The last time we used it was on the Blue Dragon.
Yep.
Oh wow,
Nope,
yeah.
that's it for my turn. That's going to be my turn. I'm just going to look at him. I'm going to do that and look at him and be ready for whatever he's got.
Okay. On his turn, due to his plague rage, you're gonna see he's gonna force like all this excess plague that's like growing off him like vines. It's gonna start wrapped around his sword and it's gonna start extending the blade. Now when he slashes, he can slash anything with an attack. So he's actually gonna attack Zephynia, Dahlia, and Dira in one hit. So for all three of you, oh lucky, yeah, that's only 14 to hit. Extra attack. 18 to hit.
Miss.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the ones that actually hit, that is going to be... That's going to be 31 points of piercing damage plus 16 points of necrotic damage.
But I'm resistant, so I take half?
Yep. So you'd only take 8 necrotic then.
Okay.
And
then
sentinel attack.
Okay.
$23 to hit.
Miss. Okay, and third attack. Oh shit, that just went crazy.
Oh.
That's like, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Let's try that again. 30 to hit for the three of you.
Yep.
Yes.
How much?
It's like, I know that hit. You know that hits.
I was like, if Dira's hit, I'm hit. There's no question.
Alright, so 15 points of piercing damage plus 15 points of necrotic damage. If you're resistant necrotic, you're only taking 7.
7.
Yep.
That'll be 22.
Because of this, he gets a fourth attack.
Jesus.
That is Only 15 to hit, which I think misses all 3 of you.
Yep.
Okay. That is the end of his turn. I need all 3 of you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Add 3 to your save, guys.
Ooh.
That's not gonna help.
Yeah,
got a full
mine is
0. Plus
10.
3.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Dahlia, you're fine. DC was 15. So all 3 of you get pushed back 15 feet away from it in your general direction. So Dira diagonally, Zephynia down, Dahlia to the left. But for the ones that fail, you're actually going to take additional necrotic damage as he immediately rages out at the end of his turn. So for the fails, you're going to take additional 19 points of necrotic damage. So if you're resistant, you're going to take 9. So and then that ends his turn. So we go to Zephynia.
I'm gonna focus on summoning the Phoenix, and that is it.
Oh, by the way, and then because you ran into Soma, you actually stopped there, so you actually only go that far.
He catches you in his
Thanks,
arms.
buddy.
Okay, so let's see. You guys completed everyone did their part, I believe, or did Dahlia not get a chance yet?
Dahlia has.
I don't think me or
Dahlia's
Z
not.
haven't
Okay.
gotten to.
Well, Z just
Z
did.
I
it.
just did mine.
Okay,
Oh.
so Apollo.
Soma's not gonna be my fan after this. Okay. We are gonna go ahead and I'm gonna. How high is the cavern or the temple that we're in?
30 feet.
I'm gonna take off into the air for a little bit, just get some height.
Sure.
Just to get off this, like 5 feet, just to get off this plague stuff in case it were to try to hit me.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna go over to Twitch. I'm gonna burn 10,000 points to give him disadvantage.
I'm gonna take an action to go to Twitch. This does not exist in D&D, sir.
That's a free action, I believe. So we're gonna go ahead and give him disadvantage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Disintegrate at him.
Oh shit. Okay.
So he needs to make a Dexterity saving throw 18.
Okay, and he has disadvantage. Okay. All right. That's a 17 and an 18, and he's got a +5.
So he succeeds. Okay,
Yeah.
so he still takes half damage.
Okay.
It's okay, he's about to get his shit rocked.
I hope. Oh, all right. Let's see what we got here. There's that.
It's a valiant effort.
You guys
Oh, no,
have
it's
been
a
doing
very
some
solid
hella
effort.
shit to him.
Okay, hold on. That's. All right, so that's.
Like we had a
He
choice.
deserves it.
Yeah, for real. He started it. Or finishing it.
Okay, so 78 points of force damage halved.
Okay, so that's gonna be 39 points of force damage. Jesus Christ. Nice move.
Yes, correct. 39. I was like, I'm just gonna pull the calculator out because I haven't fucking know.
I'm sometimes good
Okay.
at math rocks.
Clicky clacky. Oh. Okay, no surge. Let's go ahead and I want to do this, but I'm going to do this. We're gonna quicken that one, and then we're gonna go ahead and also hit him for shits and giggles. Let's go with good old favorite, probably. No, yeah, let's do this one. We're gonna hit him with Firebolt, so we'll try to hit him with that.
Okay.
Does a 28 hit?
That is a hit, yes.
Perfect.
He's not that beefy.
That's good.
Happy for him.
He's definitely on some roids right now, though. Plague roids.
So he takes 12 points of fire damage. And theoretically, he would take 1 more point of force damage. I forgot to add the 3 for my staff.
Okay, 1 more point. Okay, he's gonna take his last legendary reaction as he is down to bare nil. He's just gonna rage even further. He starts screaming out, losing what last bits of humanity he's got left in him. You gotta see how far everyone is. Only Zephynia. Zephynia, I need to make me a Constitution saving throw, please. DC 22.
Sure, why not? I do.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Damn, girl.
you're gonna take half points of damage as he immediately rages out, and like now, like that whole area now has like mounds of plague inside of it and stuff like that. He's just gonna be like strike out tendrils, but you're gonna be able to resist most of it. So, so it'd be normally 46. So you're gonna take 23 points of necrotic damage. You're resistant to it, so you're only gonna take. So you're only gonna take 11 points.
11.
Of necrotic damage.
Oh. It's much better than 40 something.
Yeah. Yup.
So, yeah, that's gonna just be a temporary thing, so that goes away. And anything left for you, Paulo?
I think just for funsies, just go ahead and move back here.
I was gonna like, what? You got
Still
like
hovering
another
at 5 feet.
got another fire spell you want to
Like-
use?
I already used it.
All right, Dahlia.
Alrighty, I'd like to Power Rangers lock in the summoning phoenix.
Okay, it's been a minute, but Alazna Phoenix does summon as soon as you do this. It's immediately the area itself starts to get light and warm. I'll let Gaji take it from here.
He just needs to make a Charisma 20 saving throw.
Charisma. Yeah, since he's got a -1 on Charisma, that only is a 10.
Okay, he is going to take 6d10 fire damage and then 4d10 radiant. I assume with the radiant don't need to do.
Yeah,
because
no
he's
worry
immune.
about Radiant, but just do that fire. Yeah.
Regardless, here we go. 6d10. Oh shit, I wouldn't tell.
Oh no.
I have too many dice in my thing. Gonna reroll that one because I didn't see what it was. Okay. I apparently grabbed one of the wrong dice. Hold on. Okay. 31 fire damage.
Okay. He is hurting. Like, very much hurting.
Don't forget my fellow Phoenix Scouts, full healing.
Oh yes. All team members are fully revived and fully healed.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
I like that.
By revived, I mean that would be what if we were downed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. So yeah, welcome to full health, you four.
I like it.
I'll put in a word for Alazna to add Hades to the list, so he's not left out.
And you focus on that to end it off, Dahlia. So we go to Gaji. As the Phoenix strikes and goes away, it goes to your turn.
I'm gonna hit him with a 4th level Dissonant Whispers. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay, so he's got +2. 15?
That succeeds by 1.
Okay.
So he is going to take half.
Apollo, are you going to do something? No? Okay.
It's okay, bud.
One sorcery points.
It's okay.
I'm like, I'm waiting
This'll
for
still
it.
hurt. Okay. I can read. 25 psychic damage.
That's already halved?
Oh, right. No.
Okay, so 12. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
He's got a hell of a migraine right now.
I'm gonna bonus action rage.
I can only imagine that's what psychic damage is like it's like the most annoying migraine in the fucking world.
You know, normally I wouldn't wish them on anyone, but he deserves it.
What'd you say you were doing, Gotcha?
I'm just gonna bonus action rage.
Got it.
And
Okay.
then
Perfect.
move a little bit closer again.
Okay. Soma on his turn is seeing something, but he's not going to tell anybody. So he's going to start charging his sword and getting ready to position, but he's not going to move. And he's going to hold an action. Dira.
Alrighty, I am. How is he looking? Can we tell?
He is so inflicted by the plague, you barely see anything of Aegis left in him. You assume, based off the progression, the more afflicted he is, the more he's hurt. So, take with that what you will.
Alrighty, well, I'm a little nervous about all that plague on him, so I'm actually going to take a shot with crossbow again, and I'm aiming for the shoulder. I'm aiming for non-lethal.
Mm-hmm.
26 to hit.
That's a hit. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, it is. So I did not do crit damage on that. So that's going to be for 8.
And you said it's non-lethal?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then how do you want to do this?
All right. It hits him. I raise the crossbow. I kind of toss a look over to Soma. Go, we're doing our best here. I first square at his meat, square at the center mass, and I nudge it over just a little bit, go through the shoulder, and it goes. I just want it to rip through his shoulder and drop him down.
Okay. He immediately drops down. It's like this big husk of what very little Aegis left inside, but mostly a plague monstrosity that is left there. And it's kind of like breathing, but it's like breathing through a very small vent of like humanoid flesh that's left, as it's just kind of like laying on the ground, just down for the count, but still breathing. Combat is done.
Get those manacles.
I'm gonna hand them to Dira.
I'm gonna go and try and manacle him.
Okay. You're able to manacle him. He is not able to do anything about it. You have a problem manacling him, though, due to how large his arms are, but you're able to kind of figure out how to actually kind of manipulate the metal to be able to do it, as he is restrained, and you can see that he's about to die, whether or not you guys choose it or not. As someone eventually comes around to look at him, and eventually just kind of like, he doesn't stop you from doing what you're doing, but he kind of like looks at him and sees the one eye left that has not been converted, and just kind of stares at him for a bit. But he doesn't do anything.
Is there anything we can do?
You asking Soma?
I'm asking everybody. I don't think he chose this.
I can't speak in devil form, right? Only through psychic whispers?
No, you can speak in devil form. It just might come out a little bit like groggy, kind of like that. It's like kind of bestial, kind of thing like that when you do it. But you can speak through it as long as you're controlling it.
I'm in a conflicted position here, and I didn't think about it till I turned to the devil.
It's kind of like almost kind of like an eerie echo that comes through your voice box, kind of like that.
We'll say this: Dahlia stops moving, and you can tell by like the way her fingers are twitching that she's kind of fighting something internally right now, but she doesn't say anything.
I recall that Remove Curse helped Ren a little.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cast it and see if it does anything.
Okay. You're casting Remove Curse on Aegis.
Uh-huh.
You assume at this point it's too far afflicted to him that there's not much left that you can do. As Soma just gets on one knee and just looks at him as he turns like the head facing the part facing towards him to like the human portion that's left. As he just looks away, as Soma just looks away, and he just takes the blade and he just takes it to his neck and immediately just slices him in the neck and just kills him. Just whips the blood off his blade. As you see, it's nothing but black, nothing left. As the body just drops there, just like falls apart, almost like a stone structure falling apart. It's like the plague itself overtook it, so it just falls into pieces. He immediately just walks away to a corner, not looking back at what he just did, and just kind of walks away silently and just moves over here.
So Deer was holding the chains of the manacles and just kind of watches him fall apart and then holds the manacles back out to Xavinia.
Well,
He's gonna grab him, kind of jingle him a little to get any viscera off and tuck him back in.
I'm gonna take a note out of Hades' book, and I'm gonna go and elbow Xavinia. I think he needs you right now.
She's gonna just slowly walk over and just kind of sit beside him. She's gonna kind of lean into him, and I can see he wasn't your brother anymore. I don't think there was anything else to do.
That's the only reason why I killed him. But it doesn't hurt any less. There was still at least 1% of him that was still in there. But I'm not too naive to believe that he could be saved. Just wanted him to not suffer within that carcass. I understand you guys did not see him as a proper man, warrior. But I will still remember the man that was my brother, even though I have not seen him in some time. That creature back there, I killed a monster. He just died a long time ago.
She's gonna kind of give him a little hug.
He hugs you back very, very tight. Try not to let you go.
And she'll just sit there for as long as he needs a hug for.
Okay. At this point, all of you start to hear a voice. Not intrusive, but you hear it kind of like bellowing like stereo in the halls. No specific point it comes from. As you hear a chilling voice, female. Can anybody hear? I gotta remember her language. Hang on. Where is her language? Shoot. Oh, Celestial. There it is. Can anybody here speak Celestial? Okay.
Yes.
All right. As you hear this cackling voice coming out, but sounds like it's in pain. Can anyone hear me? I have been screaming for 2 hours. The battle sounds over. Can you hear me now? Anyone? Free me out of this damn prison.
Who are you? Where are you?
No response. The message repeats again. If any of you can hear me, free me from this damn prison. I'm getting sick of being in this damn place. Bones and Ash are all I have to talk to, and this is getting annoying.
Can you hear us?
Still no response.
Well, I'm still hugging, so I'm gonna turn to the rest of the group. Something alive is behind that door.
Do y'all hear that?
I'll move over towards Gaiju. I'll just be like, we did what we needed to do. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I think that's... What's her name? Maybe. They told us about. They told us not to believe. Was it something about voices? What do we do now?
What's Metacana doing right now?
Just chilling his little field
Being a
mouse.
mouse.
Just chilling.
I'm gonna kind of like pat Dahlia on the arm, and then I'm gonna move over to my sister. Metacana, can you shift back?
Transforms back. Yes.
Alright.
Thanks for your help earlier, asshole.
I ain't
Say
fighting that
that,
motherfucker.
I didn't say that, but that's how I feel.
Okay, that eases one worry. He's gonna kind of look at the door for a long moment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to open that door. But I do need to.
Not sure.
It's like we do a lot of things we don't want to. You ain't doing them. Ain't ever doing anything alone.
Is he saying this loud enough for everyone to hear, or is it just for her?
He's saying it to everyone.
Why do we need to open it? I thought we weren't supposed to.
Do you think Father's on the other side?
Yeah.
Well, then we gotta free him. I mean, he's trapped in there.
Got you. He ain't trapped, is he?
He's gone.
Wanna recover what's left of him?
What do you mean? If he's back there, we gotta get him out.
I'm just gonna go up and put my hand on Gaju's shoulder. Like, backstop.
The least I can do is bring my father home one final time. The best I can do is maybe find a powerful cleric or something to bring him back, but I don't know with this place if his soul will be trapped here or not. We already know it's outside.
I can see what I can do. Maybe time is weird here.
Maybe.
Let's find him.
Together. Always.
How is Soma reacting to this?
His back, so like where he's standing now, he's facing towards this wall. As far as like a reaction physically, he's not turning to the wall, and he doesn't necessarily gesture to the voice, but you clearly like let me rephrase that. He doesn't like move to gesture. Like he raises his head when the voice happened, but he's not really letting it replace his current discontent with the recent actions.
Zephinia's gonna stand up next to him and offer both hands to kind of help him up.
He gets up.
I don't know what to expect in there. But I don't know if all of us should go in. My father got stuck in there for a reason.
We're not letting you get stuck.
You can't go alone.
I don't plan on it, but... And I'll kind of turn and look at my sister. Our bloodline is capable of wielding this sword. If for some reason I were to get stuck in there, you would likely be able to get me out. Can I ask you to stay out here?
You want... I told you I would do whatever. I'll stay out here.
I don't know so lightly.
I promise I'd listen. I'll stay back. Just bring him home. Whatever. Just bring him. But she kind of like looks a little like half crazed right now. She hasn't fully admitted to herself of the current scenario, but she is confirming her agreement with you that what you say goes.
Try you stay with. I think you should stay with her.
She kind of Trey goes by. Come on, sweetheart, let's go over here. And she starts walking with her over to the other side.
Alright. Anyone else staying out here? Or are you coming with me?
Being with.
You're letting you out of my sight in this place.
I said I'd always stick by you. And I meant always.
Z's gonna turn to Soma, still holding his hand. Will you come with us?
Yeah. To be honest, I need to kill something, and hopefully there's something back there I can cut. So he draws his sword and walks over by you guys, waiting for the door to open.
If there is a god back there, maybe it's the smartest to get in. Get who we need to get and get out.
Be ready for whatever.
I'm gonna put my shield away.
Okay.
I will slowly approach.
Okay. Whether or not you have the sword in hand or not, the sword itself is almost... You have it in hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Almost like a magnetic pull. Not strong enough that you can't fight it, but you feel the polarity of the lock in that sword itself trying to connect. Unless you resist it, the pull itself connects them, only waiting for you to do the current the rotation that you were taught to finish the process.
Do it.
Okay. As you turn 3 pins, turn it once, immediately like a pulse goes through the hieroglyphs. Turn another one, a pulse goes through the hieroglyphs. Third one, pulse goes through the hieroglyphs. At this point, all the lights, including the torches that are lit up in the area, immediately dim. The torches with only the smallest ember left. And a small wind just passes by until literally the air itself becomes stale and dry. And as you're holding onto the blade itself becomes heavy for a second, but not so heavy you can't hold it. Instead of the wall and the door opening, the glyphs on it starts to shift, and as it comes down like a spider web, it starts evaporating. Like stone turned into sand starting to fall down. As immediately the wind itself kind of gets sucked into the room, as if the room itself didn't have air before. But you smell 2 things right away. To a darkened room that you only have your dark vision to rely on. One is a staleness even more than the room you were just in. 2, a sort of mildewy smell. Dried up something. At first you have a connection to the hallway that you're in, but more narrow. Maybe 15 feet wide compared to what you're in now. Ceiling only up to 20 feet instead of 30. But if you choose to move forward, eventually the glyphs themselves magically move into this. Instead of making torches, you're getting illumination off the glyphs themselves, giving you just enough light to be able to see things in color instead of relying on your dark vision, but not giving you enough to really see. Much like moving a library that has automatic lights, it only moves in the glyphs of where you are, not where you're going. Do you proceed on?
Before I step in, I kind of look at everyone. If we find something in there, be cautious about what you touch and what you take. Who knows what curses or other harmful things are in there. If you are going to take something, it must be out of desperation.
I'm gonna side-eye Treya. This guy just says that.
Treya's not coming with. Treya's staying with Medicana.
Oh, okay.
Good. I was like, bitch, you better.
We are leaving Daniel Jackson behind.
Stay.
And then I will start leading the way in.
Okay. Does everybody follow Into?
Sticking close to Gaju.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll be right beside him.
Passive perception from everybody. What is everybody's passive? I need at least a 16. If you have at least a 16 in passive perception, raise your hand, please. Okay. As you start walking in, even if it is at slow speed, you don't hear anything, but for those that have the passive perception that succeed, so Dahlia, Apollo, you happen to just look around. Nothing would give you a reason to turn and look. But as you look back, even with your dark vision, you realize the door didn't resummon itself, but you notice that where there was a door is now just an extended hallway. You assume that you are now stuck into whatever this domain is until you complete whatever has to be done, with no exit until you get another key.
Amazing.
I'm just gonna glance back and y'all just hear me go, fuck.
As you hear an echo, all of you, not just the people with the high passive perception, you start to hear chains echoing through. Now this isn't loud, you can kind of hear them kind of like someone kind of like dragging large rusty chains and then occasionally like banging them, but not intentionally as like a weapon, but just kind of like maybe they just hit like an urn or something like that as they're being dragged around, as you just hear mumbling to themselves, but it's too far for anyone to discern. You hear dragging your chains again. I need a survival check from everybody. If you're proficient with it, you can give me advantage.
I am proficient. 20. Dirty, spooky 20.
Nice.
19.
17.
Nice. Okay. So for all of you that rolled those, that got those high numbers at 17, 19, 20, you're able to notice that this place has not been walked in some time. Dust all over the floor. And even watching your own footprints, assumingly that Gaju's leading, you can see that it's almost as if Gaju's like the first one to walk in here sometime. With the exception of a faint footprint of some kind of humanoid that probably was in here for those high numbers, maybe within the past 5, 6, maybe 7 years. They're faint. But just enough to show the difference between light footprints to no footprints at all. Kind of like seeing that little bit of a print left before the snow covers it between the rest of the snow that's coming down in a blizzard. This looks like a medium-sized humanoid walking through here. Boots, but hard. One specifically and another one in a different shape. It looks like one is oval, like the shape of a boot. The other one is smaller. And until you compare them, you notice one of them looks like the same footprint that Gotch is leaving. And they're leading further inward. And there's occasionally like a small dot as a third spot, until you figure out this is probably from a cane. And as you continue to fall through, I need everyone to give me a stealth check, please. DC is 14.
I rolled a 14 exactly.
Nice.
Total
Also
21.
a 14 exactly.
Wow. 10.
Oh no.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
24? No.
13.
25.
Oh, okay. So with most of you just making it, one of you doing pretty good, a couple of you unfortunately not getting fully of it. You're noticing that occasionally at certain spots there are certain obstacles in the way. A little bit of rubble, some stuff, and you can't help but kind of moving against it and kind of moving out of the way. Nothing you hear reacts. The chains still are dragging around somewhere further ahead, but every time you kick them, even though it's quiet in your area, this place carries sound. It's hard to be super quiet in here unless you are that. So unfortunately, those sounds are carrying. Whether or not someone's noticed it, you cannot tell. With dark vision, you're able to notice within another 20 feet, you're able to get into a large, ancient-style temple. Now, for a few of you, you've seen certain things like this in visions, but not exactly. And one of you, you've seen something almost exactly like it. This is an older temple of the previous age. Ancient, and almost ceremonial. A doorway that is barred open and looks like someone busted it so it couldn't be reclosed. And you see what looks like, first thing you see is a flat top meant for a humanoid creature. Several shackles that are meant to connect them to the actual top itself. And as you look at them immediately, the first thing you notice is that 2 for arms, 2 for legs, and specifically 2 spots for wings to bar them down. But there's currently no one there. It looks like no one's been there for some time, as there doesn't seem to be any dust moved from it. There's the same amount of dust as there ever was. But you do see that there's a spot where someone cleared off the inscription off the side of it. As there's just enough where you can kind of see like someone kind of like dragged like their handprint off of it to kind of wipe it off.
Are the shackles broken or just open?
Broken.
Gotcha.
For those of you that read Celestial, you're able to read, "Here lies the one Here lies the Elder. Here lies Wind. And here lies the Hurricane. This is the Temple of Kazushimi. May they be warned that he has entered. As you start to hear the chain moving again, but due to the echo of the place, you cannot discern where it is. But as you look up, you now see that this specific room you're in now, out of the hallway and now into the temple, is 3 floors high. Each floor being roughly about 10 feet in height. But the center portion of it's hollow, as if like each floor itself is kind of like a balcony of sorts. As you can see, kind of like looking up to the 3rd floor as you can. So you assume that where this is dragon is either on the 2nd floor or the 3rd floor, and you're currently on the 1st. I'll at least give you a rough layout of what the blueprint of the place looks like. So,
Did the people who got the survival check point out the foot tracks?
yeah.
Yes.
Can we see where they go?
So if you track specifically, you notice that they started off going over to the specific platform that you're at now to read the name on the scripture that you just read. Eventually they look like they go to the center of the room, which is this circular portion in the center of the map. Eventually you're not able to discern necessarily a time of which way they went, but it looks like there's a lot of pacing. Occasionally they went to the east, occasionally they went to the west. It looks like they kind of looked around for something. If you look around due north, which is over here, there's a spot where something was dragged. But you cannot find the item that was dragged, but it was eventually left here. The drag marks look like the size of a chest. I need everyone to give me... Oh, go ahead.
Do we still have the psychic whispers up, or...
It's up to Dahlia.
I cast it right before we came in. How many hours has it been since we've been in here?
Since you've been within the actual hallway before you entered
The temple, like the whole shebang.
The whole shebang. It's probably been just short of an hour.
Okay, yes, it's still up.
Zephania is just gonna tell everybody, in my vision, there was someone with wings strapped there. Didn't seem like she should be able to get out, but it looks like she has.
I'm sure she's
And that's
got
it.
a lot of time to bust through.
I need
Where do we go
everyone to
from
give me
here?
an investigation check from the group, please.
No, it's going to do me a lot of good. Oh, unless I roll a natural 20 for a 19.
Oh, fuck. 2 natural 20s. Jesus Christ.
That's a 14.
That is a 16.
18.
Well,
I feel so lacking
2
now.
natural
Damn.
20s. As you all start looking around, as anybody would try to take the lay of the land, 2 of you with your natural 20s are able to notice something with quite a large shimmer. And at first, no one else sees it. In fact, it takes some time to even see it if you have to point it out. But you just happen to notice it maybe off of like a glare. And on the 3rd floor, you just see like an arm like hanging off, like someone's laying on the ground, and the arm's just hanging down. But even still, they're holding on some kind of scepter that's glowing. That's the same colored glyph as the walls. And that would be on the 3rd floor.
I will
Listen.
point that out to Gaju.
Is this a flesh arm or a skeleton?
Flesh arm.
Interesting.
Also, the size of all 3 floors together, standing right here, but with legs apart so you can walk through it, is a statue of what at least their interpretation of what Kazushimi looked like. Standing with feet to head, full body. You see this tall but elegant female. Almost what first looks like a female almost wearing like geisha clothes. But then eventually, as you look at it, the way it's done is almost like the actual wardrobe is the wings, but the way that she's actually draping herself with her wings actually makes it look like a robe. And then you see in one hand is a scepter.
Is that?
Psychic whisper. Guide you. Do you want me and Apollo to fly up and see?
I don't know. For all we know, that could be Kazashimi, and I don't know if we want to run into her or not.
It could, but it could also be someone else.
I will also say, as of, not exactly this point, but like a few seconds before this, when you guys saw that the chains, the sound of chains stopped. Just an FYI.
How big are the chains? How big are they?
Well, you don't see the chains at this current point. You would have heard them.
On the
The ones that we
platform
saw
where they were
broken.
tied up.
Oh, the shackles. So the shackles themselves actually don't have any chains to them. They're actually meant to be actually fully attached to the actual platform. But the size of them are meant to like hold a medium-sized person. So there's no stretching for them to be able to pull their arms away. They are fully secured to the thing.
But it's not meant to be. The figure that would have been bound there would have been medium size.
Correct.
Based on the statue, are the wings on the back or attached to the arms?
The wings would have been attached to the actual back.
Okay.
So based off of this, based off the statue, based off of the actual secured platform where the shackles are, it's implying that someone has wings very similar, or a structure very similar to Zephynia. The only difference that you seem to notice is based off of the statue and based off the way where the arm shackles are, is it almost makes it look like either they were only supposed to attach by like the fingers, or their arms are really, really long.
I was trying to discern if it was like wings or like harpy style. That's all.
Gotcha.
I'll leave that up to a group vote. Either we check it out or we sneak around.
Do you still see the tracks? Could we follow this first?
Can we see where they go?
I'd say with all you guys' investigation checks, you mostly only see where they are on the first floor, which is just kind of pacing all over the place with only knowing that there's a treasure chest mark drag, but no item over here on the first floor. But you can't necessarily see if any of them went on the second or third floor. They do get faint when they get closer to steps.
I feel like we should stay together. But we can see y'all if you fly up. Just to look.
We can get a better aerial view as well. Or I could just go invisible. Fly up there by myself.
That might be
I have a
wise.
sneaking suspicion that if this thing is some form of deity, that it will probably be able to see invisible things.
I think he probably already knows we're here anyway. But if they go up and take a look and come back down,
We can at least see who it is.
If that's the risk you want to take, then do it. Go together.
How far up is that third story?
So they're 10 feet apiece, so 30 feet.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
I'm going to stand far enough back that I can kind of see as much as I can past that ledge, so far back in the atrium, in case something comes at them, like over the railing or something, and have my crossbow out.
Okay. What's up, Apollo? You look extremely confused.
Not confused, but about to do something potentially very dumb. I'm just gonna be like, how much of a death grip does this thing look like it has?
Oh, you mean the hand that's holding
On the scepter. On the scepter.
Are you flying yet, or are you still on the ground? You can give me a perception check to see if you can tell how tight this thing has the actual scepter.
21.
It looks secure, but the skin of the creature looks like it would be a regular medium size, so theoretically, even if it is a tight grip, it's not like impossible to break.
More than 5 pounds of pressure?
I'd probably say
that's not dumb. That's smart.
I'd probably say that no, not even 5 pounds of pressure.
It wouldn't take 5 pounds, or it would take more than that?
It wouldn't even take 5 pounds.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and be like, well, hey, one way or another, we're gonna potentially cause some issues here. I'm gonna hover up about 5 feet. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and grab the scepter.
Okay.
I was gonna say that's not dumb. That's probably smarter.
As the mage hand grabs it and kind of like yanks out, it's kind of like the hand itself kind of like, and it just kind of like pops out, and then you can kind of hear like a crack in the hand as you grab the scepter.
I'm gonna just lower it down to me.
Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I think I'm good at those. That is a 24.
Okay. You grab onto a scepter, and at first it kind of gives you like a static shock, but nothing that harmful. And immediately you feel like it's supposed to do something to you, and all of a sudden you just almost like immediate like you have a feeling of like sickness, but just passes. But you hold the scepter, you don't feel anything, nothing else changes.
I'm gonna just turn to guide you and be like, when someone grabbed the sword that wasn't supposed to grab them, did they feel gross?
Not really.
No, I burned.
It
A sickening feeling
burning
and a shock.
people.
I'm gonna just like take it and I'm gonna just like pass it to Gaiju.
Okay, got you. Constitution saving throw, please.
This is not why we're here.
I'm good at those.
What's with the bloodline thing? I don't know.
22.
22. Same thing. You catch it, you feel the immediate static shock, a kind of nausea effect just passes over you, and then nothing. If anything, it just seems like a useless scepter.
Do you think this gets us out?
Possible, otherwise it's just an item to Kazushimi.
I mean, if it could get you out, couldn't it have gotten her out long time ago?
Not if it's that theory of it needs a certain bloodline.
Speaking of,
At this part, a body just dropped on the ground.
Oh!
I was worried about.
With the slight pull of a not locked down body, the mage hand kind of forced the body to slide off a unbarricaded balcony, and it just dropped on the ground 3 stories. Lying there without any life to it. But until you get closer, you cannot see anything about the humanoid.
I go over.
Okay. First glance with your past perception, there's a dead. It looks exactly like who you guys have been following this whole time, but far past dead.
How far past dead?
It's enough where there is a lot of gray and faded skin where there should be color.
I'm gonna puke.
Holy fuck. They didn't teach me this in cleric school.
I take out a blanket and drape it over him, including his face, until everyone composes themselves.
The first thing you notice when you put the blanket over him is his right hand that was hanging over was holding a scepter. His left hand is covered like this and is tightly pushing what looks like a journal against his chest. Like almost like hugging the journal tight.
I will, before she puts the blanket over, I'm going to turn him over and I will be very respectful, slide the journal out and pass it to Dira. And because if this is father-in-law future, I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna try to cast Raise Dead on him just to see if it works.
Oh damn, you have got that, huh?
I've got that, yeah.
So casting time is 1 hour.
Apparently I've got a journal to read.
You return a dead creature you touched to life. Do you have a diamond worth 500 gold pieces?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, provides that it's dead no longer than 10 days. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know if time is weird here, and I will burn every arsenal that I have to try.
I will say you are a cleric. Are you proficient in medicine?
Yes.
Okay, can you give me a medicine check?
No, I'm not. I lied. I'm not. I thought I was. Why am I
Never
not?
mind.
That's a sin.
You're the cleric.
If you want, then you can give me a medicine. Okay? You can give me a medicine check with disadvantage to at least discern if you can figure out how long this person has been dead, even taking into account any kind of change of laws of physics in this area.
Do I have to have disadvantage?
You're not proficient with it, so no. You gotta have.
But it was a 4 natural 20. Alright, that's a solid 7 then.
7? Yeah, it's hard to tell. Based off the first look of them and a little bit, it looks like, you know, something about the area or something that happened is keeping this person from stop being like, not to be weird, but like fully dead, but they are like decayed in a certain way, but they're still like decayed and preserved at the same time. But without you having like the proper medicine check, you can't really tell.
If I can't really tell,
if you want to spend more time on it, you can do it again, still disadvantage, but the DC will be higher.
Does it seem like there's something weird about the decomp isn't doing what it's supposed to, or you're saying that this seems like they're not fully dead?
So they are dead, but they're not. From what the way
they're not decomposing the way that you would expect.
The way that you expect, yeah.
More mummified than anything.
Kind of, sort of. They still, I mean, like their eyes are still there. It's not like they've like lost like all the, like their stuff. They're not in the full mummification kind of like that, but you know they kind of like shriveled up a little bit.
So this is DM discretion here. If Raise Dead is not to work, will the spell just not work, or do I have to cast the spell and then nothing happen?
So in the case of Raise Dead, if you cast Raise Dead, if you did the hour, you did all the preparation, used it up, and if this spell spell.
I know that the odds are against me here,
so
but
if for some reason,
want to do what I can.
If for some reason it doesn't work, it will still absorb the power of the diamond because you're using to cast it, and it just doesn't work.
All right. Am I able to continue doing a medicine check after starting it if it takes an hour, or do I have to focus on it for an hour?
You would have to focus on it for an hour.
Okay. I will spend time to try to do one more. And fuck it, full send. We're just gonna raise dead.
And raise dead. Okay, so during that hour, Gadra, I'm assuming you want to go through the book. Anybody else want to do anything?
I'll just keep watch over everybody.
Okay, perception check, please.
Alrighty.
Gadra, give me an investigation check on the book.
Perception is 7.
Got it.
You said investigation?
Correct.
14.
14. Taking the time to go through the book, you immediately... This book is aged. The outer edges of it, before you've been opened up, you can tell that the edging of the actual pages has decayed. But you can assume the inside is preserved. You start unwrapping the actual rope that is around it, as this is a very unique kind of leather with what looks like just a small star at the end of it. No major symbolism, but just looks like it's a random icon. As you start to open it up, and you open up the first pages, you gotta gently open it up to make sure you're not breaking any pages, as immediately a picture comes out off the first page. It just lays on the ground.
I pick it up.
Okay. As you pick it up and you look at it, as you see, it's an artist's rendering of you two as as children, your mother and your father.
I'll kind of hold on to that and begin skimming through it.
Okay. The first couple chapters, and this is a pretty thick book, the first couple chapters are mostly kind of like scientific nonsense, as far as it's kind of like come up with like lore, and you eventually are able to figure out that's mostly talk about this place, ideas, theories about what this place is. And this was written probably before your father ever even tried to even attempt this whole endeavor. Talking about, you know, people that's passed by, and just him talking to other people that maybe have tried to attempt it and failed. Until it gets to like chapter 3. And you start to figure out something to grab your attention. You find out that he specifically met a group of adventurers that's passed through, and they told about the story of this place, but they had no intention of using the blade to open up the door, but they had the blade itself, the golden Excalibur. But they only told him the story about the history of it, what you know, about its power, about its lineage, and he started doing his math from there of how it would actually lead down his line, eventually leading on to an obsession from there. After 10-20 minutes of you going through this, long story short, you start finding out that he eventually made it here. But this was basically dated like 6-7 years ago. He made it to a temple. And he was attacked by a bunch of what he called living shadows. And he was given a piece that could give him temporary access to this place by answering a simple question. He says that someone gave him a riddle, he answered it, and he appeared in here, but not after taking a fatal blow straight to the abdomen. And he found himself inside this place. And all he could hear was a haunting voice. Kept chilling down his spine, but he could never find anyone. And it mostly goes through what you just gone through. He found a pedestal that had no body on it but shackles. read the name on it, went through, but eventually he found a chest that had a scepter inside. When we picked up the scepter, he saw things, and the voice became clear. And he knew, no matter what, he could not let go of the scepter, could not give it to anybody, and could not listen to the voice that was calling to him. Yeah. Good.
Real quick, player to DM.
Mhm.
We've had the sword for 10 years. Well, technically it went with Dira into the future. So would that impact the 6 to 7 years?
So, he didn't have the sword to get inside. If you're talking about the traveling people that had the sword, this was before that 6 years. He didn't use the sword to get inside the room.
So that was before we found it in the dragon's hoard.
Mm-hmm. So essentially implying that the people that he met were the people he found inside the dragon's hoard.
Okay. So then this conflicts the vision that I had.
Which one?
The one where he teleported in.
So this is essentially like his teleport. He got pulled in through the actual wall, but he didn't open it. Like teleport, pulled in, however you want to translate it. He
answered this riddle.
Yeah, he answered the riddle, and then he got pulled in. He got pulled in right before he died from the attack of the shadows.
Okay. Keep reading.
The last things you find of legitimate, sane words in there was that with the power of this place, he cannot understand, but it seems that his bleeding has stopped, the pain still resides, and decay is still going on. But it has been days, maybe weeks, maybe years, I cannot tell. I can only hope that they have finally left, and his voice will eventually stop. The last thing I can do is call upon my power, and hopefully I can contact one of the creatures. After that, it's a bunch of nonsense written in there.
Creatures. It looks like after my father got caught in here, the bleeding stopped, but it seems pain and decay still continued. He mentioned something about creatures, but
Like the ones outside? Like the one that let us in?
possibly, or I don't know.
I mean, we thought that was him, and then
I think that's different. But I don't know.
You can spend the rest of the hour going through it.
I mean, is there anything else to go through?
If you want to go through the whole thing, and if you want to go every detail, it'll take you some time. If you want to kind of skim through it to find out any kind of things that stand out, it's up to you.
I mean, I'll at least mention how long it's been to Dahlia.
Okay.
But if she's going to continue, then I'll continue looking through the book, or if anyone else wants to look through it.
She's gonna keep trying.
Okay.
We don't know until we do it. Anything could help.
I'd say with the last few minutes before Dahlia can attempt to see how this spell works, you find a couple pages in there that have specific spells in there that have like a specific kind of ritual to them. At first you don't notice what they do, but you eventually see pictures of the birds that are outside. And it looks like one of the spells specific is you're allowed to transfer someone's essence temporarily into one of them. Another one is specifically a memorization spell. It specifically locks like a memory, but this memory, it specifically is like drawn, not in there, and the page itself is like a living page, and it specifically shows someone hiding behind the statue, constantly always staring at him out of sight, and he keeps making sure he sees it so he doesn't forget it.
Do any of you understand this?
Really? I don't get the part of transferring over. Could he have, I don't know, put his soul into one of those birds before he died?
Said temporarily, maybe he got stuck?
Maybe.
And this thing about the statue. Ugh. I look over at the statue and see if I see anything.
Okay, either investigation check or perception check.
Alright, we will make that perception. Not that either of them is any good. But that's at least not a minus anything. 18? Perception?
Almost as if the fact that you know it's there now makes it appear. As you look up there, and in the shadows you see nothing but a creepy smile and very, very, very bright purple eyes staring at you within shadows, creeping over around the neckline of the statue, making no sounds, but now you can slightly hear the dangling of what sounds like a chain from that area. And you can't tell if you can see or not, but it's kind of like looking between you and it's looking between the others. And you can see it's almost the way that smiling is not just out of laughter, but almost out of salivating.
I am going to keep an eye on it.
Okay.
And through the psychic whispers tell the other, there's something up there. I'm not going to approach it or anything, but I'm going to put myself in front between the others and it and keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Do we all see the same thing?
Do you all look?
I'm looking.
Okay.
I'm fully concentrating, so no.
Okay. For anybody who looks, if you look, give me a sleight of hand to make sure it's not like an obvious, immediately snap around and look for it, kind of like that.
But don't make it obvious.
No promises.
Sorry, what check?
Sleight of hand.
Spooky 20.
Okay. 18.
18. Okay. As you slightly turn.
What'd you
Ben.
No!
God damn it, Hades!
What?
God damn it, Hades! Go to your corner! Go to your corner, you've done enough!
Alright, I'm marked. Hades is marked.
What happened? I missed it.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. So
it definitely sees him looking.
Yeah, Sophania and Gaju, you look over and you see this thing. It doesn't notice that you turn. Hades is kind of like, don't look all at once, and immediately just snaps, almost like his neck almost turns so fast you can hear a crack, and immediately looks, and immediately the rest of you notice the creature, and the creature notices him turn and immediately reacts and turns like a snake moving really quickly around something, and it shifts to the other side of the neck and it looks. And it kind of creeps over the center, now hiding itself as much as possible, as you just see these elongated claws kind of scraping against the actual stone of the statue. As you can hear now, everyone purposely can hear the echo of the claws themselves sharpened against it. But these claws themselves aren't actually what looks like full nails. They actually look like extension of the fingers themselves, shaped like large points. As you can now start hearing the laughter, but now instead of stereo, you can hear coming from her, no longer hiding from all of you. as you now see the wings themselves elongate and stretch themselves out longer than Zephinia's. Beautiful but deadly. Feathers immediately strip themselves off as soon as she opens up her wings, as she starts climbing over the head of the statue and just kind of creeps on all fours as her wings just drape over as she just keeps staring at you in a predatorial stance, just kind of waiting, ready to strike as she just keeps cackling and cackling.
Can I speed run this spell?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm just going to stand right where I am in
Okay.
between
As
her and them.
As we finish up the hour, the spell itself takes no effect.
I was actually going to ask if I could do something towards the end as well.
Okay. What would that be?
I don't know if this is possible, but could I call upon my divine intervention to see if Alasna will aid me in any sort of way?
Maybe.
I'm just a desperate cleric trying to do cleric things.
Okay, so let's see. Play it requires you to describe incidents you involve percentile dice. If you roll a number equal to or lower your... Okay, so you got to roll a percentile dice. And if your number is equal or lower than your cleric level, your deity intervenes.
Equal to or lower?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So what? You're
Fuck.
13 or 14? You're a 14 right now, I think. So you got to get a 14 or
Well,
lower.
her cleric level, though some of her levels are rogue.
That's true.
That is true.
The constant check.
That look.
Immediate 30, so I'm gonna go with...
You get no
Unfortunately
intervention, and it could be as simple as you're in someone else's temple, and you have no permission to contact them with God.
Get
But
fucked. Can I try again? Can I try ye old religious prayer? I don't know, I'm
well,
desperate,
at
okay?
this point, the hour has been spent. You tried to contact Laws, and it does not seem to take an effect. It might also be because she did just assist you guys defeating Aegis, or at least helping defeat Aegis.
Well, look, we haven't summoned her Phoenix in 10 years. I don't think that is fair. She gave us the power, so...
I got the power!
I will go to cleric court if I need to.
Well, that's fine, but your court date's 6 months out.
This is how you're gonna lose another god. You know this is how you're gonna lose another god, right?
I'm gonna lose her anyway as a player. What? Oh, caution to the wind. I am desperate.
So, at this point...
Quick question.
Yeah.
Can I just backpedal? There's something I wanted to do while Gaiju was reading the book before all this.
Sure.
I wanted to see if I could do an Arcana check on the scepter.
Okay. Yeah, give me a con check on Scepter.
Okay.
I was also gonna ask Zephania something regarding it.
Okay.
That is a 16.
16. With a check, are you holding it while you're checking it, or are you just giving like a ranged check?
I mean, where did Gaiju put it after I gave it to him?
Either he's holding it or he's giving it to someone else.
so
He's
you
not
gotta
putting
fix
it
So
down,
if you want to hold it, the answer would be that this item is different to you. You've never held any kind of magical item like this before. This has a sense of control, but over a specific thing. It seems like whatever this is allows the wielder to control something, but it looks like whatever the power it is needs something to activate. It looks like it's currently unoperational, but it's not destroyed. Trying to think if you would know what this item is.
Like a power source?
Hang on, I'm just thinking. You guys have not encountered something like this yet. No.
I could make a history check to see if I've ever read anything about this.
Sure.
Or something similar. 19.
Even though this does not make sense in a name, this is a current turned off blade of Bahamut. You assume this is the blade that's attached to the creature itself in here, but for some reason the power that is the blade itself, even though it is a scepter, is currently not charged. Whether it's been disconnected from the outside world for a long time, or maybe there's something in this area that's supposed to supply it power, whatever it is, does not allow anyone to currently attune to it. It might also be that it requires a very specific person to have it be attuned to.
I'm going to look at the statue before I obnoxiously look at the weird smiling Cheshire creature.
Okay.
And look at the scepter in its hand and see if anything looks different.
Okay. Give me either a perception check or an insight check.
Oh, I have... Alright, come on.
I have a shitty thing to ask afterwards.
20! So that's going to be 26.
Okay. As far as you can tell, the way that this person is holding in there is kind of the same way you're doing it. You are not doing anything wrong with it. Doesn't look like it needs to be held any specific way, it just needs to be held. The attunement, as far as looking at the statue, it does not imply the attunement. But it looks like, as an uncolored statue as it is, it looks like it requires a very specific kind of being for it to be powered. Maybe you're just not that kind of species. And it might not specifically be that it needs to be like whatever this creature is. It looks like it's maybe, I'm only going to say this because you got a natural 20, maybe it just doesn't want you to control it.
Okay.
You would know, based off of, just because you're a history buff, from what little you know of blades of Bahamut, is that some of them can be attuned based off of chance. Some of them can be attuned by killing the current wielder. Or some of them can choose who wields it. Maybe this is that.
Is there anything in the lore that says the blades are sentient?
Let's see if you would know this yet. There's only hypotheticals.
Alright, we're going to try something.
Okay.
Before all the obnoxiousness. Unless you want me to wait, because I can wait and do it later.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Damn it. I am going to go ahead. I'm going to assume. I'm going to attempt to use my telepathy. Because if it is a living creature with an intelligence, I guess, or something with intelligence, I'm going to attempt to talk to it. And see if it responds.
Okay. Okay. So what are you going to say?
I will say, looking at the scepter and be like, Blade of Bahamut, can you hear me? Or actually, I will say, Blade of the Wind, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you quite well.
We're gonna get, okay. He's gonna just kind of like, everybody just sees him zone out, and he's just like, I am honored that you would speak with me. I fear as though you are inactive, though, at this point, or choose someone of a different stature.
Are you implying that you are of caliber? Because I do not see this of you. But it's good to chat.
I dare not assume the will of a strong, powerful blade as you. If I were to be chosen, I would be honored, but I am also willing to assist you in finding the appropriate wielder. But I would need assistance with that, for I would not know who to pick.
we're gonna pause on you. Anybody else want to do something during the whole process? We've kind of backpedaled to. Anybody else? I think we did.
Can I ask one more devious question, and then I'll let it die like Zarmir, I promise.
Okay, sure.
So I'm still in devil form. Could I use a legendary reaction to aid in my divine intervention in any way?
This is what I'll do. You're in your devil form. You do not hear back from Melasna. You hear back from somebody else.
This worked out well last time.
Oh no, and you're frozen on me with a huge smiley face. Okay, there we go.
Oh god. Sashimi's taking me over. Alright.
As you hear a response, what was it that you were gonna ask as far as divine intervention? Because you would have had to ask it before you would have seen if it worked.
I should have learned my lesson fucking 10 years ago about asking gods to help bring people.
Oh no.
Oh god. Internet, stop! This is serious.
You own interwebs, can you not?
Can you not right now? God. I would ask, please, if there's any way that we can bring him back. We have to try.
As you hear a male voice speak, very well, but you will owe me the same price as your brother did. As immediately air goes into the body.
I didn't agree to it, Deimos! Fuck off! Ah! I guess I don't get a choice in the matter, do I?
Immediate air goes into the body.
When you push it?
Air goes in the body as immediately the skin starts healing itself, but it's far past it. The body itself is not quite alive yet, but you can see the process essentially reversing itself, giving it life. As all of a sudden you feel a tightness on your heart. All of you can see, because of what she looks like when she's in her devil form, she's got organic armor on her body. This armor now has essentially what looks like an etched-in claw mark of an X right on her chest. Doesn't hurt, just there.
What the fuck did you do?
I fucked up. But it worked, but... Oh.
I'm keeping my eyes up on the statue and going, what's going on?
Is there anything Zephynia you wanted to do? This would be before you eventually looked in that direction. Was there anything you wanted to do? Because we're kind of going back and allowing people to do a couple things.
Not in particular. I was just kind of keeping an eye out for anything.
Okay. I'd say this is the point where everybody looks. In Apollo, it'd be less cracking your neck turning, but you now know what you're looking at. As she starts taking a predatorial stance, she looks at the whole situation. Well, that's a new trick I haven't seen before. And you. Fun to talk to, but quite fragile. Let's just see if this will work out. As you all start to feel wind start to get aggressive around you, almost like you're inside what is becoming a tornado. I need everyone to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Anyone within 10 feet of me, add 3.
I'll just say everyone's within 10 feet. All of you add 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing.
Oh, Jesus Christ. A natural 1 for a 6?
Oh. 18.
21.
21.
29. 29.
3.
Okay.
So 21.
As most of you resist this urge to be pushed back, as the winds are starting to push away from the statue itself, but you are getting pushed back like 10 feet. Dira, unfortunately, you get thrown back so hard you hit the wall. And all of a sudden you just don't notice why, but like the wind itself was so sharp you feel like you got like 20 paper cuts all over your body. As all of a sudden several spots of your skin just kind of open up. As the creature itself calms on the wind and looks at all of you. Let's see how far we can go. And she immediately jumps down into her elongated form and immediately just goes and immediately stretches out her wings. And we're going to end it there.
Welp!
Hate her so much.
Hold on. Just a random question
Right?
as player to DM. Was I talking to the sword or to her?
You were talking to her.
Oh, I wasn't talking to the blade.
She is the blade.
And I'm just paper. Okay.
Insulted.
Oh man.
It's a song reference. Alright, never mind.
Right.
Quick point of order. How long has it been since the battle? Has it been an hour?
Since the battle itself, yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah,
been like,
okay.
because of the Spirit of the Dying, that's been an hour, and it's been like 10,
Right.
15 minutes since you guys
Of course,
got in,
that
so
was
like
an hour.
an hour and hour 15 minutes.
Yeah, of course, that took an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, so 8 is down.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. So, next week, you guys will fight against Kazushimi. So, with that, we're going to end it there. Session went pretty late today, so we're going to end it there. Everybody, thank you for joining this session. We will talk to you tomorrow for Star Wars and Thursday for Echoes. Do not miss those out, but it is late, and we're going to get going. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.